Crypto Visionary to level 3. Crypto Visionary to level 3. A13 is now available for loading. A13 now available for loading.
What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Give me 1 second here, getting set up. Have not looked at my chat yet. Real quick, hold on. Hold on a second. Swap to a new camera, so I need to change this filter because it's not great. One second. 1 second, everybody. Whoa, too much. Just zero that out. 0. Oh, 20 is great. Alright, cool. That's fine. Pull in the gamma a little bit more. Okay. I know it looks a little bit darker than it does on my screen just because it's a remote machine, but I think we're good. Give me a second. Alright, there we are. Hi, everybody. Let me get my chat back up. What's up, SigTech? What's up, Zach? How you doing, man? Alright. I tried so hard to be done with this. I'm so close. I'm literally just finishing off the cockpit. So, everything else is done. I'm like screaming because my music's too loud. Yeah, everything else is done. Except for the cockpit. So, we're gonna just go boop. And that's all that we have left. So, thankfully, a bunch of little shit. Nothing too crazy, so... We're gonna finish this and then we're gonna bake it, and hopefully start texturing. I need to pull it back into Maya to separate the cockpit and the body because I've decided to texture them both separately. It's just too much shit to manage at once. But yeah, no. So that's what we're gonna be doing on this stream today. We're gonna be finishing this puppy up because I'm tired of doing this. I've spent probably 35 hours UVing this thing now. How you doing, man? I am doing good. How are you doing? My caffeine, my fucking cough drops. Camera's over here now. That's a little weird to get used to. But yeah, as always, everybody, if you guys have questions, anything like that, send them. I do not mind. I'm gonna batch do a bunch of these pipes real quick just to like make myself feel better. All right, any more? I'll worry about those in a second. Those are just regular pipes. You too. No, those ones I gotta do a little bit of work on because those are gonna be different. So let's isolate. Hello. All right. So I'm gonna try to just get away with cutting these this way because I don't really want to like fiddle around with unfolding these properly because I'm a little burnt out on UVs now, as anyone would be after this amount of time. Fucking hate that. I need to remove that song from my thing. Stoked to see what you're working on. Cool, man. What you got going on tonight? This is a project I've been working on for about past 4 or 5 months, so finally getting it into texturing. Hold on, let me make sure I didn't miss anybody on Instagram. Nope, you guys are good. Alright. How's everybody doing? Anybody working on anything cool tonight? Alright, let's go focus on you. Unfold. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a little distorted, but I don't really care. Alright, let's textile density. Show. Alright. I'm gonna move these guys over here. I only have two islands, or 2 UV islands left, so I'm gonna have to increase the cockpit. But that's okay. It's fine. I don't want to, but I'm going to. Alright. Let's go here. Align. Boom. Much better. Let's see. World of Warcraft with some peeps. Nice. I haven't, I don't think I've, well, no, I've never played WoW. Well, I haven't played WoW in a long time, but I've never played WoW. Truth be told, I barely play video games anymore. My life goes to this now. I feel like I'm gonna, it's a little bit too distorted for my liking. Let's see, isolate. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. All right, hold on. I gotta fix that. Where? There we go. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna try to just like speed run this. Which software is this? This is called Rhizome. So it is a dedicated UV unwrapping software. One of my favorites. Why did that just do that? There we go. Perfect. Let's go ahead and apply that cut to the other object. Yeah, so I use this primarily for unwrapping. You can do the same things in Blender and Maya. I just find that this is much faster. It works better. There's just a whole host of like reasons to want to use this over those. Wait, what? Did I... Oh. How did that happen? Oh. It doesn't really matter. I'm like, I could like really nitpick that, but I'm not going to. Like in the grand scheme of things, something that's sitting inside of another mesh that's never going to be seen does not matter, so don't waste time on it. We're in a rerun for the classic stuff. Yeah, I heard that they were doing that. That's cool. I also heard they were doing like a first-person StarCraft, which is going to be interesting. I don't really know why. I don't know if anyone actually asked for a first-person StarCraft, but it's fine. Okay. Be another 4 years for another one. The reruns. Oh, okay. So they're doing like a weird release thing. I gotcha. Yeah, it shows how much I know about WoW. I don't know anything about it. All right. Let's just line some of this crap up real quick. All right. Feel better about that now. That lined up. Separate that over a little bit. Okay. I so badly want to be done with this. Alright, sweet. That's that. Isolate. Let's grab some more. Alright. This weird... Yeah, this weird trim piece. Let's grab that one. I did a terrible job on that. That's okay, though. These are such minute details. It's kind of like... I keep kicking myself for some of these things, but I'm like, you know what? The likelihood that anyone is going to focus on this one little piece of trim is completely just non-existent. Okay, does that actually... Why did I do that? Oh, that's odd. I don't know why I did that. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Imagine a first-person Warhammer game. Dude, no. Oh, like making one, not making one. As a yeah, I feel like that would work pretty well. I don't know. I'm so used to Warhammer being like third person. My brain snapped to like UVing one of those vehicles. I'm like, nah, fuck that. That would be cool. I don't know. It for me, Warhammer is kind of like Gears of War in the fact that like I can't imagine not playing it in third person because I played a couple of them. You guys will have to forgive me. I'm still getting over my cold again for like the second fucking time. But we're here. We're doing a thing. Think of it from a horror perspective. I mean, yes, that would be kind of dope. It would be what would that be close to? I feel like it would be close to like Left 4 Dead. In a sense, just more like violent and brutal. I don't know. That'd probably be pretty cool. All right. Let's knock these out. These should be exactly the same. So, as long as this cuts... Go away. Oh, what are you up to tonight, Zach? Show. Go boop, boop. Sculpting, most likely? Oh, nice. You working on Greymon? I'm not used to the camera being right here. This is still kind of weird for me. I'm trying a couple of different configurations. I think what I'm going to also try to do is do a poll across both my speakers. That way I can just mount the camera wherever I want to. Because I feel like it would be a little bit better if I could like just talk at my screen. But I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. With the GoPro, it's so much easier to mount it anywhere, so... I got to try some things. Life of a streamer, constantly trying to like figure out how to make stuff work better. Alright. So I think that's all of the main pipes and shit. Let's work on these guys. Please, for the love of God, select the other one. It's thinking like it wants to. Oh, thank God. Okay. It's pieces like that I always panic on because I'm like, please, I do not want to UV it twice. Although I guess, grand scheme of things, this one's not too bad. Could be worse. What's up, Sarah? How you doing? It's good to see you. I am okay. How are you doing? I am doing all right. I am still getting over this stupid bug. So, It's one of those bugs that like gets progressively better during the day, and then you wake up in the morning, the next morning, and you feel like death for like the first couple of hours until things like clear up and stuff. So it's been really annoying. Yes. Oh. Good. All right. Try to keep this all as few shells as possible. Mm-hmm. Hey, Freya, please. Oh yeah, good old caffeine. All right, so we're gonna unfold that guy real quick and see what we got. Beautiful. So let's just texel density that real quick. Let's not do more work than we have to. Every time I hear that stupid Windows beep, I think I lost my stream connection. What's up, is it Ritix? Ritix? What's up? How are you? Everybody on Instagram, I know you guys enjoy watching on Instagram, but if you want an experience that is a little bit better, check it out on YouTube or Twitch. Just a little bit better. It's widescreen too, so you don't have to deal with your little phone screen. But if not, you can hang around on Instagram too. All right. A little bit more complicated of a piece, so it takes a tad bit longer. Nice. I'm going to stack those real quick. Even though it takes a little bit, it saves so much time just letting it do its thing. There we go. So the cool thing that I like to do is I'll stack them, and I'll just shift to the original islands up. That way I've got 2 exact copies and I can place them wherever I need to. Scale it up just a tad bit. Cool. Every piece, we're closer. Oh, it's saving. I've had Rhizome crash on me twice today, so I'm like, please don't. File, save just in case. I don't trust the autosave. I mean, I do, but, like, I also don't. Alright. Let's cut that. What are you up to tonight, Sarah? How much is left? Like, probably 30 pieces in the cockpit. I'm probably underestimating, but I'm close. I did, yeah. I said, what you doing? What you up to tonight? More than I wish was left, Zach. What the actual hell? Oh. Alright, I don't really care about that. I'd definitely save a lot of time if I didn't, like, manually stack things, but I'm really, like, just anal about making sure my UV islands are where I want them to be. Not a big fan of auto packing. What program is this? This is called Rhizome. So it's a UV dedicated application. So that is all you do with it. It is quite honestly one of my favorite pieces of software. Hey, I'm taking it easy now. I'm playing Alchemy Factor game. Not allowed to do anything today or tomorrow after I get my shots to my spine. Oh, how did it go? How are you feeling? I guess it's probably the better question. Cool, thanks. You're welcome. All right, I'll go ahead and stack that. Sweet. I'm gonna scale it up a little bit. But, I mean, you know, minus the fact that there's a couple good chunks left, like, everything's clean and organized. I've got left wing white... Ugh. I've got the center UVs, I've got the left wing, I've got the right wing, I'm working on the cockpit right now. Like, things are going well. For once. It's just taking forever. It also sucks because I lost a lot of time trying to figure out why the newer version of Rhizome that I had wasn't working, but it's just got some sort of weird bug going on with it right now. So I stopped, it just backed out. I downgraded. Because I'm not entirely sure what's happening. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, what? Oh, I was showing you the UVs. Yeah, it's a lot. It has not been a nightmare, so I can definitely agree with you there. Let's just do this. I'm not super hyper concerned with that. I think that'll just cut right off. It could be more. Oh, it totally could. Like, if I really wanted to go, like, full on, like, crazy mode, like, sure, it could definitely be more. But I have a little bit of sanity that I wanted to retain. So, you know. Try not to, like, completely destroy my sanity on that. Why was that doing that? Oh, it's because there's just that little strip. My favorite part about it is that there's going to be, inevitably, there's going to be somebody who's like, this will never work in a game engine, without ever, like, asking if it was meant for a game engine. You're a 3D artist, what's sanity? That little tiny piece. I feel like I have less sanity because I'm also a streamer, a content creator. So it's a really tiny piece. It's like one of those little tiny baby candies worth of sanity. All right. This would work in game as a hero asset. Do you really think that would work? I don't think that would work. That's a lot of UDIM. I know it'll work in like Unreal. Like I'm probably gonna put it Unreal if we're being or put it in Unreal if we're being totally honest. But I don't know. I don't know if it would be like acceptable in an engine. Like sure, if you had nothing else to dedicate to it, maybe. You didn't probably not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it would be a good. I don't think it'd be a good idea. I know Unreal will run it. It ran my tank, so and the tank was a lot more dense. At least I think it was. Technically, UDIM wise, it's not more dense, but polygonally it is. How dense is it overall? Let's find out. Let me just finish this cut. Where the fuck did I do that? Oh. Wait. Oh, that's the other one. I was like, what is that? Yeah, that's fine. I knew I didn't do that. All right. So overall, what are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tall. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 96. 96 UDIMs, which it will be more by the end of this. Oh, density. Oh, polygon-wise? That's a good question. I'd have to open Maya, but... yeah, it wouldn't be a thing. It would be funny, but it wouldn't. There's no way. Here, I'm just going to be lazy with this. Don't freeze on me like that. Okay. That is an immediate save. $250,000 tries. Yeah, it's way more than that. I can tell you that much. That at least lined everything up. That's also, though, why I like VFX stuff over game stuff, just because I feel like there's more freedom. Because there is more freedom. I don't have to worry about optimizing. Damn it, I didn't think I was going to make it 100 UDIMs. I was trying to stay under 100, but I don't think I'm going to make it. Like, I could probably, if I really wanted to, keep it under 100, but I've got 4. Yeah, technically I only have 4 available cells to make it not 100. Got that one, but like this is all one wing, so yeah, I don't know. But preemptively, I'm going to do this. I'm going to save it real quick because, again, I don't trust it. I've had it crash on me twice today. I'm not playing with it. I'm going to select everything here. And we're going to go boop. Just shift it right up there. Okay. What else we got? These stupid little box things. All right. It's funny because I was thinking to myself today while I was working on this that, like, had I attempted this 2 years ago, I would have given up. The sheer amount of work that this thing has been, I would not have been able to finish it. So I guess that says something. I'm proud of the grit. How bad does that look? That's fine. I'm definitely at the point where everything's fine. Just a little bit of distortion, who cares? Nobody cares. I was, I think I was thinking of another video today because, like, that rage bait video I did so well that I'm like, oh, I got to do another one now. I think I found what I'm gonna do next. Because it's gonna go against everything that I teach people. Alright. Most love 3D art is this much to do this all. It looks like OCD absolute perfection. Yeah, it's for sure a labor of love. Because yeah, I mean, you're talking about 32 hours ish to just unfold something that you spent 110 hours modeling. Like, it is not it's not a simple, like, you know, I'm a 3D artist. Sometimes it can be, but I'm not like that because I'm insufferable. What is the use of this program? I'm a newbie and I don't know Blender right now. Oh, I only know Blender right now. So this is called Rhizome. So this does the same functionality that both Blender and Maya have, which is the UV unwrapping. But Rhizome is a dedicated piece of software. The reason I use this is because Maya, which is my main, like, creative application, it doesn't do great when you have this many UDIM tiles. It starts to have issues at around 10, in my experience. Maybe that's a little bit different now that I have a better video card, but it tends to really, like, chug. And so Rhizome has been the only application I found that actually, like, handles this really well, and it's still industry standard. But it's mainly for unwrapping your 3D objects, laying them out flat so you can apply textures to them. That is its main purpose. So what I'm doing right now, if you haven't actually experimented with this yet, so I'm going through and just kind of finalizing this and finishing up some of these pieces. So if I grab this right here, right, I can select the other one, hopefully. Nope, it's not going to do it for me. And I can isolate these and I can unwrap these. So I have to pick how I want this to be cut apart in order to be a 2D representation of itself, so I can apply a texture to it. So I'm just marking where I'm going to cut it, basically, where the software is going to cut it. If you want to think about it in simple terms, it's kind of like in elementary school how they used to have us cut the little cross out of the paper and then fold it into a cube. It's the same exact process. Just much more soul-sucking. And it's never just a cube. I must have adjusted this one because it's not seeing it as a duplicate, which is fine. It's a simple piece. It's always these weird ones. Okay, cut those. How long have you been doing Blender, Christiana? I'm terrible at names, so please forgive me. Unfold. All right. Do you think about the Blender add-on Mio 3 UV? I haven't honestly seen that. Let me see. Mio 3 UV, easy to use, friendly. So this is what they're asking about. Stack similar. It's got a lot of the features that you need. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to play with it. I'm not a big Blender person, so I'm not the best person to ask for that. But it looks like it's got a lot of the same tools that you would want. I've heard that UVs in Blender are kind of miserable, so maybe this makes it better. But yeah, that's probably a good add-on, especially because it's free. But yeah, that's cool. I'd give it a shot for sure. About 2 years now. Nice. Super cool. What do you think about AI? Is it good for a 3D artist? Not really. I don't think it's good for a 3D artist. I also think it's heavily oversold. I think the reality is like, yes, we're going to end up, we have to live with it now. Like, there's no putting it back, unfortunately. But I don't think it's going to do as much damage as they're expecting it to, because quite honestly, it just has no full control to it. Or I could be wrong, and it could take over everything. I really don't know. But I am cautiously optimistic to say it is not as good as they say it's going to, and the general public hates it, so that is also a massive plus. I think they said that this year was like the worst recorded year for Super Bowl commercials because people were actually turning them off because they were like AI generated. And that's a good sign. But as a 3D artist, what I recommend you do is just pay attention to the tools. See what they're doing, see what they're capable of. Experiment with them if you want to. You don't have to. But I do recommend doing it. I've played with a couple 3D generating AI models. They all suck, in my opinion, but, you know, maybe they're good for something. I have no idea. I think the bigger threat to 3D artists right now is just like the whole private equity thing going on with all of the studios and studios just buying each other constantly. That's kind of the biggest threat. AI is slowly falling off the bandwagon. People are getting tired of it, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. What's up, Gautam? How are you? Can you make a character in ZBrush? No. I mean, I probably could, but not a great one. I am not a character artist by any means. So, I'm friends with a lot of good character artists, but I am not a character artist. I've done a creature. That's all I've done. Hey, place. Trying to train the dog with treats. Lay down. Lay down. You get treats when you behave. Ew, those smell. I may not actually have to use those extra. Well, no, I will. That's being cautiously optimistic. Yeah, ZBrush is definitely not one of my, like, I'm good at it tools. It's one of those, like, I figure out kind of how to work with it, and, like, I can do things, but that's about it. So, definitely not the best resource for you. Okay, let's work on the seat. Let's get rid of this thing. So I've been separating the portions that I know are going to be leather. Just so I have a little bit more control over the, like, where they're located texture-wise. So, I'm going to continue on that path. Regardless, I have decided that tonight this thing is done, like, being UV'd. I will not go to sleep until I finish it. Even if I don't finish it on stream, I will not be going to sleep until this damn thing's done. The scene transition? Thanks, man. Yeah, I built that. When did I build that? 2 years ago now? Yeah, it's been 2 years. It's old now. I need to make new ones. I still need to put the damn robot on here from the Autodesk sponsorship. I keep forgetting to add him. Let's see. Why is it so hard to take 3D freelance? Can you tell me how to get 3D freelance? Freelance is a very interesting place to be. It's not easy. Like, don't expect that it's ever going to be easy, because, like, you have to do a lot of legwork. If you decide to go into freelance, not only are you a 3D artist, but you are also a businessman. So you have to manage your own clients. You have to develop leads. You have to do a whole lot of work. So I wish there was, like, an easy, like, one fix-all solution to being a freelance 3D artist, but there's not. It's why a lot of people don't do it, because it is quite difficult. It is definitely easier to get on with the studio, although that might be a little bit different nowadays. But, yeah, I wish there was, like, an easier answer. What are you making? Also, how are the birdies? The birdies are good. You can't see them because the camera faces this way now, but birdies are good. They're doing great. I am UVing the ship. I'm trying to finish this thing. We're almost done. Yeah, I think the general rule, guys, like, anything creative related, like any creative field, like, it's going to be difficult. Regardless of what you're trying to go into, it's going to be tough. So, just, it's definitely kind of hard to be like, no, it's going to be easy, because it's not. There's a reason there's so few jobs in it, because it's difficult. It is very difficult to get a 3D artist job in India. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's difficult everywhere right now. Like, there's a reason I do not work for a studio. Like, I can't find anything either. So, Trust me, like I know it's tough. You just got to keep going at it, keep working at it. You will find something eventually. I was just talking with somebody from India who was telling me that they just got a. Is that a piece? Yeah, they just got. I think. I guess an internship, which is super cool. That's super awesome. But there's stuff out there. It's just it is hard to find. Is it all separated now? Yes. I fucking hate that song. All right. Did I even need to cut that? Not really. I'm gonna just sew that. Sometimes it's better to just leave the distortion than to cut it, because like you're just gonna shoot yourself in the foot. But nowadays, everyone is becoming a 3D artist, so the competition has increased a lot. Yes, it absolutely has. You are living in one of the most accessible periods of time when it comes to 3D. Unfold. There we go. So that's one of the things that I'm working on a video right now to kind of discuss some of that. Literally, right now is the easiest time to be a 3D artist because it is so available. Even if you can't afford something like Maya, like you got Blender, you've got all sorts of other legacy applications that still work, and more software is being developed each like year. So right now it's really easy. So like a lot of people are doing it, but you also have to remember that not a lot of people are going to take it to the level that need to be taken to. So some people will do it as a hobby. Some people will do it as like, you know, like indie career. You just need to make sure that you're doing what you're doing more than the people that you want to like compete with. Because it's hard to say, like, you know, it's hard to be like, well, you know, this is a competition, because it is a competition in the end. But at the same time, like, just make sure that you are doing the things you need to do to get to where you want to be. So if you feel like everyone's a 3D artist, but you can do more than, you know, the general population, then work at it. What's up, Connor? How you doing? How are things with you? Things are good. Things are great, considering this thing's about to be done. UV-wise, anyway. And I get to texture it, which is my favorite part. What software is that? Is this Maya? No, this is not Maya. This is called Rhizome. It is completely dedicated to UVs. Oh, I didn't texel density that. That's fine. All right. This needs as much resolution as I can give it. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. I'll come back to chat in just a second, guys. Okay. All right, so Instagram. I used to do Maya earlier, but due to not getting a job, I had to shift to Max. I mean, that's fine. You still have to pay for both of them. I would stick with Maya unless you're going into a career that requires Max. By the way, about AI, do you think that AI can make our work easier? I'm in my final year of animation in college, and we are scared for our lives. I still have hope that AI is a tool and not a replacement. Yes. So it's one of those things where like it's going to be kind of a deeply personal like decision on whether or not you're going to use it. Personally, I don't use it for creative endeavors. One, because it's horrible for the environment, and two, because I don't believe the hype around it. On top of that, if you look at like any of the current 3D or like the animation, you know, 3D apps or whatever the hell we want to call them, they are bad. They are not good. There is not a single one that I would be like, oh damn, that's going to take people's jobs. It's a little bit different when the conversation's about something like Midjourney because, you're talking about replacing concept artists, which is still not a good thing, but it's far closer than anything would be to replacing like an animator. So I wouldn't stress about that too much. Again, it's one of those things like get familiar with the tool. Feel free to experiment with them. I'm going to experiment with Autodesk Flow at some point. But a lot of the times, kind of what most 3D tools or 3D AI tools are being sold as now is a way to get past the kind of rudimentary kind of garbage that we have to do, like the blocking and stuff like that. And, in some cases it makes sense, right? Like in animation, everyone who can do a walk cycle does not want to do any more walk cycles. So if you can automate that and then get onto the actual animation part, that's a good thing. Like that can help. But as far as like replacement, I don't think it's going to happen. It's far too unrefined, and I haven't seen it get better in a long time. So we'll see. But I wouldn't worry about it. Thank you for the lurk, SigTech. I looked at Nomon real quick out of curiosity. Yeah. That price tag will hit you, man. I looked at it once too. And it was cheaper when I looked at it. But that was in 2011. Let's see. This is my art station. Please give me a check it out, and it has some tips to improve myself. So you're able to submit those in the Discord. I'll be doing portfolio stuff at the end of the month, like I always do. So if you're not in the Discord, always make sure you're in the Discord. That way we can actually do that. But I don't usually do them during my live streams like this. Freya, please. Please. No one liked CGI, and look where we are now. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. But at the same time, like, most people accept CGI. Most people accept that it's either going to be really good CGI and they'll be blown away if they didn't notice it. But most people don't accept AI. And there's a very clear difference with CGI and AI. CGI is not raising your power bill. It's not taking away your natural resources to run its data centers. It's actually affecting people to the point where people are losing their homes and their ability to live. So, very different sort of comparison. That's why I always get really tired of the people who are like, oh, well, they fought this when with Jurassic Park. They were like they were trying to hang on to like the old way of doing it. Like, absolutely, they were. That's not the same situation this time. It's a very different situation. I don't know why my little alert didn't go off, but Welv, thank you so much for the follow. What, did that go off? I didn't see that go off. My alerts seem to be broken. That's okay, I'm going to rebuild this PC anyway, but thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, as far as, especially for you guys who are students, I wouldn't stress about it too much. Like, you're either going to spend your time worrying about AI, or you're going to spend your time making sure that you're the best artist that you can be. And that's the more important thing that you should be doing. Let everybody else stress about AI. Okay, hold on. Let's see. People think that AI is making the work of 3D artists easy, but it's taking away our jobs, and I feel like if we're 3D artists, we should use AI and not to make 3D models. Like I said, it's a personal choice. So if you want to use AI to make 3D models, like, I guess go ahead. It depends on what your opinion on it is. I can tell you right now that it's only good for like background assets that you really can't get close to, because it's not good, man. Like, go try any one of those model generators and you can see how bad they are. I hear living next to an AI data center is a nightmare, super expensive and everything. Yes, so that's the big thing, right? So if you guys want to like understand like what experience I have with this, currently where I live, New Mexico, we are fighting a company called BlackRock, because BlackRock wants to buy PNM, which is our power utility company. They want to buy PNM, so they own the power infrastructure to power OpenAI's data center that they're building in Las Cruces, which is going to affect everyone who lives in New Mexico because we're all going to end up paying for the damn power. So that's awful, right? Nobody likes that. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to pay more money for their electricity. We're already paying way too much for it as it is. On top of that, if you live in proximity to a data center, they are starting to find that people are actually being adversely affected health-wise. That's a big issue. So the sound, what do you call it? The sound pollution that a data center creates is actually so bad for you that it can cause different sorts of like mental issues, as well as like I guess there's some issues it can cause with your heart. It's why long-term like high sound exposure is not good for you. But yeah, they're just building these willy-nilly next to people. So there's a whole thing with it, and I encourage you guys to like do your research on it and understand why it's bad, and also see why the general public is going to fight against it. This isn't a well, technology is just going to evolve and replace artists. This is like literally a technology is going to push people so far that the adoption rate is going to be abysmal. We're already seeing it with Copilot. Copilot is Microsoft's little baby AI thing that sucks, and the adoption rate is horrid. Nobody's using it. Nobody wants to use it. So I wouldn't stress about it too much. Started at BlackRock, such an awful company. It's a terrible company. Yeah, it's about as close to like political as I'm going to get on this channel, but like, yeah, BlackRock is an awful company. If you guys don't know what BlackRock is, please look into it. They're one of the main drivers of AI, so. I managed to UV that entire thing without thinking about UVing it, and I'm actually kind of impressed with myself for that, so. Round of applause. Got a little heated there. Yeah, so if you're new here, I hate AI, so if you're pro AI, you probably won't like me. Reached a flow state. I know. It happens every once in a while. It's rare. What the hell was that? All right. I try not to do too many like videos on AI because I know like everyone's tired of hearing about it, but I think it is still an important topic to discuss. Anyone who doesn't know, BlackRock is the world's largest wealth asset manager. Yes. When you hear the term private equity, that's usually who we're talking about. Just an awful group. Are you doing any freelancing? Not currently. Yeah, I'm not really doing a whole lot with that right now. Maybe eventually in the future, but I'm not doing anything right now. I'm Indian. I just finished my animation course. Like, it's my first year, not lengthy. I need to get a job in other countries. What should you advise? Well, thankfully, you're not too far into your degree, so I would wait looking here in the U.S. just because we're so abysmal right now. That should hopefully get better eventually. But I know that there's kind of a lot of good stuff happening in places like France and Canada. Now, that doesn't mean the jobs are easy to get, but those are places that you could look. I wouldn't necessarily recommend the U.S. right now because, A, we don't have a lot of jobs in the 3D industry, and B, it's just, as far as like H-1B visas go, they're, from what I've heard, pretty damn hard to get. So, just not the best solution. It unfolded really weird. It's okay. This is just trim, basically, so I'm not super duper concerned. So that's the, hold on, isolate. Is that the bottom? That's the bottom. This guy gets to be tiny, because I don't need that detail on that piece. Oh, I minimized my chat. Hold on a second. Are you doing freelance? No, I'm not doing freelancing currently. I've done a couple things here and there, but the last thing I finished up was that Autodesk sponsorship, so that's it. Which was fun. It was a fun time. But it's been an awesome conversation so far tonight, guys. Been enjoying this thoroughly. While we get through the worst part of this process. It's so close yet so far. All right, let's do these. Oh no. Don't do that to me. Symmetric. Oh, thank God. All right. I'm like, please. Okay. The likelihood that that'll be seen is that this is going to be the face that I actually just cut off. Alright. Oh my God, it's Queen City Q! How you doing? Good to see you. Hopefully life's been treating you well. I took off stream, so now I can watch Friends. Oh, nice. Oh, you took tonight off. I know, and I don't stream, like, Thursday's my new schedule, so, like, I don't normally stream Thursdays, so welcome on in. How's streaming been going for you? It's been a minute since we've been able to talk. It's good? Nice. Awesome. That's good. It's always good to hear. Can you see my work? I make some 3D models. Guatam. So submit, if you want me to look at your portfolio, submit it in the Discord under the portfolio review request section. We do those at the end of the month. I don't do them live during the stream normally, just because like it takes a lot of time, and I'm actually trying to accomplish something this stream. So it's not that I don't want to look at your portfolio. I just want to make sure that we do it at the designated time. That should work. It's been the jazziest? Nice. That's good. It's good to see you. I'm so bad at keeping up with Twitch and like people on Twitch. I really need to get better at that. Good to be here. Nice. You got anything cool going on lately? Or anything new? a huge fan of quality over quantity. Yeah, I agree. I agree. That's why I stopped trying to upload YouTube videos every single freaking week. To the point to where I haven't uploaded a YouTube video in a while, so I gotta fix that. Okay. Just gonna lay these out real quick and we'll duplicate that thing across. Sweet, sweet. I'll go there. Thinking we might do another Discord hangout tomorrow night too, guys. If you guys are interested, I'll be in the Discord anyway. Maya Software, is it okay to work in? Yeah, it's great to work in. Okay, brother, it was great talking to you. It was good talking to you too, Guatem. Yeah, Maya is what I use primarily. Huge fan. Let's see. A couple of sponsor things for the next Stream Fest. Nice. That's good. I just finished up my first sponsorship, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun. Definitely a new process for me. I wasn't ready for that one yet, but I'm glad I got to do it. It was well worth the time. All right, so there's some negative transforms on that. So I'm gonna just move that guy out of the way. We're gonna take this guy. We're gonna go over here and flip it, and then just adjust it. Okay, that's good. Let's isolate. Nope. Show. Okay, my music stopped. Why'd my music stop? How dare you? There we go. Let's see. What are you doing for Next Fest? Or for this? Oh, Steam Next Fest. What are you doing for Steam Next Fest? I don't even know what that is. I'm so out of the loop. Demo Palooza Volume 4. Ooh, nice. That sounds fun. Is Next Fest for like indie games? I feel like I've heard of it. I've never like interacted with it. Basically, where all the demos for the next quarter come out, so I try to do. Oh, okay, nice. That's cool. I'll have to check that out. See if any of the games that I'm interested in are going to have a demo. I don't play games much anymore, so it's a little difficult for me. I've actually been, it's funny because like people give me shit for not playing games. I've been playing an old childhood game of mine just constantly because I found out that there was a community that created mods for it and like expanded on the game, and so it's been so fun to like revisit it and play with new things. But that's the extent of my gaming. Oh, that and what the hell is it called? Oh, what is it? Paleo? No, prehistoric kingdom. Yeah, I found these guys. Their game is really cool, but I started supporting them on Patreon because their entire game is funded off of Patreon, which I think is crazy. On top of like Steam sales and stuff, but like for the most part, their entire game is funded off of Patreon, which is wild. So that's been cool. I'm an old man when it comes to games now. I don't play it. I mean, I play Battlefield with like Chris and stuff, but that's kind of it. My horror game days are long gone. Do you still do a lot of horror, Queen City Q, or do you do like more, just like mixed? Which country are you from? I am from the United States. What do you prefer to work in? I work in Maya primarily. But my software pipeline is Maya, Substance Painter, Rhizome, and Arnold, because I don't really have another rendering engine that I play with right now. Freya, hey, come on down. Please. Good girl. Yeah, you get some treats. There you go. I'll drop one, you gotta find it. I play a little everything. Nice. That's cool. So when is Next Fest? Is that coming up soon? All right, we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. What time is it? No, I will be baking by the end of the stream. I promise you. Even if I have to stream longer. The 23rd? Nice. Cake? Yeah. Different kind of baking, but yes. Good cake. I haven't had cake in a while. I've also been on somewhat of a diet, so I don't get to have fun things anymore. But it's been going well. I lost like 10 pounds so far, so. It's been good. It's funny how many of these songs were on the original like Tech Mess playlist. Little throwbacks here and there. Okay. Cut. Is it easy to get a job as a 3D artist in the US? No. No, it's actually abysmally difficult right now. It's hard everywhere. Like there's unfortunately no easy place to get a job. As much as I wish there was. Yeah, as far as the US goes, like at this point, like I've been looking for a job in 3D just because like I'd like to get out of my current career. And it's definitely slim pickings right now. Hopefully that'll get better, but we will see. Also, keep in mind, guys, when you're like looking for jobs, like don't just look in the industry. Like there are plenty of other places and career paths where you can do 3D. If you can and you want to, government is a surprisingly good place to find jobs. But usually those are pretty dependent on like whether you can get a clearance and stuff. So you gotta be a little careful with those ones. I almost tried to get a job out here at one of the labs. But it turned out it wasn't a remote job, so I would have to drive like 2 hours every single day. And on top of that, it required what's called the Q clearance, and I'm like, I don't even want to deal with that. Felt like getting a job is difficult only in India. No, it's everywhere. It's not just India. I wish I could say it was just India, but like it's everywhere. And that's not to say like you guys don't deserve jobs. It's just to say that like I wish it was one place, but it's the entire just everything. That's a terrible song. But also keep in mind, it's hard to get a job in anything right now. It's actually kind of wild. I've been trying to find something else in IT, and like there's just nothing available. The little AI craze is still kind of affecting the job market, unfortunately, for a lot of these jobs, and like that'll eventually die down. But for now, it's a little trashed. Like, I'm happy I have a job, but at the same time, I'd like to be doing something else. I'm going to be amazed if this loads in the substance banner without, like, some random shell crossing across another one. That's taking a while. Why is that taking so long? Did I hit the wrong button? And you don't select anything? Come on. Those need to be adjusted. They got pushed down. I wanted to go into gaming, but I couldn't find a job, so that... Oh, so I moved into interior designing. And that's okay. Like, keep in mind, it's tough right now, okay? So, like, when it comes to, like, finding a job, find something right now that pays your bills. That's all that matters. You can always keep trying to find that industry job that you want. Just make sure you have something to take care of yourself in the meantime. Like, something will come. And in that meantime, use that time to continue working on yourself and working on your portfolio, and, like, you know, you'll be golden. The big issue that I see is a lot of people, what happens is they get discouraged by the job market and they stop working on stuff altogether. If you stop working on stuff altogether just because the job market's not good, you're already discrediting yourself and you're hurting yourself from being able to get a position that will eventually come back. So make sure you don't stop working on your stuff. That's definitely the biggest piece of advice there. Like, I don't get paid to make these models. Like, this is, I'm not making like an asinine amount off of YouTube or anything like that. I'm doing this because I enjoy it and because I want to continue working on my skills as an artist. So you got to find your why before you find your like paid job, you know? As shitty as that sounds. What's up, Meg? How are you? Or Meg Dimensions? All right. Come on. The other thing I recommend to you guys, like, if you're in the right headspace for it, it's never a bad idea to start doing social media. It at least helps you get your name out there, and it kind of keeps you motivated to do things. Plus, you know, you may have like some niche that people don't know about that you can teach and talk about. But it's always worth the shot to start working on your social media presence, even if you can't find like a job in the industry currently. It's still a good place to try. And, you know, a lot of people can turn a social media career into like an actual like career. So there are possibilities out there. You just got to find them. Okay. Good morning. I'm good. Good. If I need to get a job, what should I do? Just look for jobs. Like, find something that'll pay your bills right now. If you can't find a 3D job, find something that'll pay your bills. It felt good to talk to you, and then we'll meet again. All right, Gautam, have a good one. Or Gautam, sorry, I'm saying your name wrong. Yeah, I recommend finding something that'll pay your bills, continue working on your portfolio if you can't find something in 3D, and then just, you know, keep searching. Stuff does pop up every once in a while. What? Wait a minute. Oh. My bad. What's up, Steak? How you doing? Long time no see. There we go. I didn't, nope. Good, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. What have you been up to? Whenever I work on my character, I get stuck, and that's why I can't move to softwares like Marvelous and Substance. What do you get stuck? Like, what do you get stuck on? Constantly forgetting that there's an easy way to do everything in Rhizome, and I just need to remember to do it. Been up to a lot of random stuff. Nice. Anything in particular that's like got you focusing on it, or nah? Improving anatomy, shapes, and something. Oh, sometimes dealing. Do you have anatomy for sculptors by chance? If you don't have that book, I recommend getting it and reading it. It's something that I'm still doing myself, but it is incredibly helpful when it comes to stuff like that. Anatomy is tough, so don't beat yourself up too bad. But also remember, like, you're going to reach a point in every one of your projects where you need to just kind of accept that, like, you're done with that portion of it and, like, kind of move on. So it's okay to have, you know, a couple projects where your anatomy isn't perfect as long as you continue to refine that over the years and just keep working on it. But yeah, if you don't have that book, definitely take a look at that book. Thanks, you're welcome. Yeah, it's don't stress too much about it. Like, you will eventually improve on it. Just takes time. Actually, I'm finished with all but one. Took last year working on real life stuff, but now I'm actually taking a break for a little bit. Oh, that's good. Hopefully hopefully the break is good and get to relax and taking 2026 easy this year. That's good. That is good. I feel like I did that the last half of 2025 just because I got burnt out, but it's good to take breaks. We'll definitely read that book. Yeah, it's well worth it. I think it's like $30. Let me see. How much is it? Yeah, the ebook is $40. It's well worth it. It's in multiple languages too. Anatomy. Anatomy. I bought that book and I still haven't like read it entirely. I reference it every once in a while when I'm working on stuff, but I am not a character artist, so that is not my goal. I swear to God, cough drops are the best invention ever. The stream brought to you by Vicks Vapo Cool. By the way, how did I get into the 3D field? So it's kind of weird the way my career / path took off. I started in high school. We had a 3D modeling class, and I eventually kind of helped the teacher build the entire like curriculum out. And so we did everything. We did 3ds Max, Rhinoceros, Mudbox, Photoshop, all that stuff. And yeah, so I did 3D for the first 4 years of high school, or well, for my full career at high school. I did a lot of competitions. I took 3rd place in the nation back in high school, which I'm still the only one from New Mexico, so I'm still happy about that. But yeah, I don't know. I fell in love with it in high school, and I never really put it down. And so I went to college for it, and I just kind of kept working at it. And then I did game streaming over COVID, and that game streaming turned into 3D live streaming, and that's what I do now. And now I teach on YouTube. Last year was nonstop with my job, so I took all the year learning how to manage order count inventory, likely until literally January 1st, 2026, decided to hire somebody else to do it. Finally get to relax and not have to worry about all that responsibility. That's good. That's good. It sounds like that sounds stressful, so I'm glad you get to relax a bit. Yeah, I've been doing 3D 2011, 4 years past, so what is that? 2007. Yeah, so since 2007 I've been doing 3D. Long time. And I feel like I'm just now getting decent at it, so. What's up, Al? How you doing, man? All right, I'm putting these over here because, like, I don't care. Oh, crap. This will work better if I do this. So I'm gonna just plop that right there. Move you up here. Oh, how are you? I'm doing good, man. I'm still fighting this cold, but I'm doing all right. Glad you're doing good. Jonas McGee, have I been here before? I don't recall your name, and it says the first time this is your first message. Owl, thank you for the biddies, dude. This seems familiar, or how you spell that. Yeah, I don't know if you have been. You haven't messaged before, but welcome on in. Thank you for the bits, Owl. I appreciate you, buddy. I'm glad you're doing good, man. How's your cold going? I should get a special shirt tomorrow for the effort they have me doing. That's fair. Let's see. Thanks for your guidance. Yeah, of course. I'm having difficulty choosing a niche in the 3D field because every area looks appealing to me. Why? What would you recommend? So, you're kind of like me, it sounds like, where you like kind of all of it. What I would do is start looking at how you can kind of experiment with everything. So plan out some projects. They don't have to be big projects, but plan out some projects on how you can experiment with different things like simulation, animation, modeling, texturing, all that stuff. And then from there, find what you really like and narrow down. Now, if you find that you can't find anything that you really like and you like everything, then congrats, you're probably a generalist. And that's a perfectly okay position to chase after. It just takes a lot of brain power, so that's something to look forward to. But, yeah, I just recommend kind of playing with it and, like, finding ways that you can create special projects to allow yourself to experiment with each piece. Because there's a lot you could do in 3D. It is never ending. Greetings from Norway. Oh, Norway, that's cool. Super cool. Just make a Stardust. Oh, dude, I wish. Yeah, I wish. When is that supposed to come out? Aren't they doing a second one? That's the first one. One guy made that, yeah. If I had the time... Oh, 2026. Cool. Yeah, I've seen the trailer. I love the trailer. I love, like, I'm not a huge Warhammer, like, player. Like, I don't play, like, the tabletop game, but I love the world and the lore. Do you know how Jake is doing? Jake is doing good. He's doing photography stuff. So he is a kind of like a heavy metal death band photographer. He's on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, steak. Secret Level was a beautiful preview into what Astartes could be, and so that's cool. I liked Secret Level. I feel like Secret Level could have been better in like its total, just because like it was trying too hard to be Love, Death, Robots, and then ended up kind of like not having enough story to be like relevant. But it had some really cool stuff in it. Oh, did he? Oh, nice. I didn't know that. That's super cool. I'm cursed with the lore knowledge? Nice. I am not. I'm pretty stupid when it comes to Warhammer, but everything looks cool. Everyone's always asking me to do a Warhammer character, and I'm like, nah, I don't. I don't do characters. Maybe one of the mechs at some point. That might be kind of fun. There was, oh, what the hell was it? It's just big ass mech that I was looking at. Warhammer mech. What the hell was it called? It was super cool. Yeah, this thing. Whatever the hell that's called. I thought that'd be fun to make. Necrons are cool. Ooh, those are cool. I've never seen those before. Huh. Interesting. There's so much Warhammer stuff that I have, like, no idea. I've played 40K. I've played, the hell was the other one I played? Where's my Steam? Where's my Steam? I don't know where my Steam is. I played 2 of the Warhammer games. I don't remember which ones they were, though. Aside from 40K. What's on the TV in the back? What do you mean? Shit be deep? Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, that's one of those universes where I'm like, I feel like I would love diving into it, and then I think about it, I'm like, I would have no time left. What do you mean by what's on the TV? Steak. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Are you talking about the weird squeaking sound you keep hearing? Watch playing in the background. On my stream? I don't have a TV in the background. Let's see. Fought gods of one, turned them into Dyson sphere batteries, killed one, broke a hole in reality, war in heaven. Nice. Well, that's what I'm confused about, because, like, what are you hearing? Because, like, I have music in the background, but that's it. Yeah, that's a corkboard, not a TV. Are you talking about the squeaking sound? That sound? Was that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about the music? Because I do have music in the background. No, that board. This board. Oh, what's on this? Some pieces of art, some Disney pins, a picture of me and my wife, and a piece of art from Joe Rohde, who is an Imagineer at Disney, and a stolen coaster from Disney World. Almost Friday TV is also good. Comedy Sketch Channel? Yeah. Thought it was a TV. No, it's not a TV. It is just a corkboard. Just a corkboard. Oh, my selection got deselected. Damn it. That's wild that Astartes was one person. That's crazy. That's so much work. Hopefully it's not just one person now. For 2 anyway. If it is, that's damn impressive. Oh, man. All right. Are you excited for Subnautica 2, or are you done with games? No, I will. So I'll be playing Subnautica 2 with Chris on his live stream because I am an avid Subnautica fan. I love Subnautica. So yeah, I will be for sure playing that game, and I still play games. Like it's just not like I don't just play them like religiously anymore. It's got to be like a special time for me to like unwind or something. I did get an ROG Ally though, so I can like play a little bit more. So I can like hang out on the couch and actually play games. So that's been fun. But I'm for sure like a casual gamer now. I don't do it for live stream anymore. Can you say Happy Vietnam New Year? Why? Is it the New Year in Vietnam? I'm sorry, I've never had somebody request that in my chat. Is there a reason? Still, to play Subnautica 1, well worth it. Great game if you're afraid of the ocean. That'll rip off, that's fine. Okay. Let's see, we're gonna just cut that there, do a cut here. And cut. Oh, I'm still thinking about your scene transition, that's awesome. What, the doors? Oh, it's broken currently, but it used to close and reopen when I changed. I definitely need to remake that because I didn't know what I was doing when I did that. I mean, I knew what I was doing, but like not to the extent that I am now. Alright, this stuff. Scale it up just a tad bit more. I'm gonna just plop it in here. Oh, no, that's not going to work. It's overlapping. Damn it. That's fine. It's fine. I was so confident I was going to finish this in like 3 hours, but there's no way. Heading to bed for an early night. Have a good one, Sarah. Good night. Love you too. Alright. Ended up getting distracted. But yes, yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of stream upgrades I need to make. I need to actually put the Autodesk one on here because it's not currently running. I think I have the video file for that. Somewhere. Let's see. Content. No, that was under professional. Let's see. Finals. Nope, I wasn't there. Raw footage. That's the raw recordings. Do I have the raw one? Oh, I do, but it's not a video. Oops. Thought I saved that as a video. For posting. Huh. Oh, you know what? I know where it might be. Hold on a second. Huh. I guess not. Oh well. And I need to add... Yes, I do need to add your thingy. I need to do a lot of things. I need to buy a new network switch because I'm about to take the one that I currently have and throw it out a window. The stupidity of having to start my stream early just so my Switch can reboot is getting very annoying. Alright. Let's start working on the finer details. Let's see what this selects. Hopefully this grabs everything. What's up, Sharky? How you doing, man? 2 of them. No. I know you know they're all there. Symmetric. Grab them all. Don't you dare tell me you can't grab all of them. Okay. Ooh, you know what I can do? Hold on. I have a great idea. I have a fantastic idea, actually. This is going to save me a lot of time. Where did I put those? Oh, yeah, they're in the gun. There you are. Isolate. If it selects more than 5, I'm going to be really happy. Ooh, that's close. That's okay, though. That'll at least get half of it, then I can apply the other half over. Beautiful. Still thinking about it. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna need to lay one of these out first, though. It's gonna save me so much time. Alright, so I'm going to flip that because it's got negative transforms on it. That should apply to the rest of it, and then we can call it good and stack everything and then lay it out. Oh, it worked. Thank God. It's pieces like that I don't like re-UVing. So if I have like multiple of those and I can use Rhizome to take care of it, I for sure will. Alright. So we're going to grab that. All of these need to flip. And then I'm going to do my little layout technique. I'm going to take another cough drop because I'm dying over here. Okay, that almost worked. Why didn't that work fully? Also, why did it... Oh, god damn it. Alright, alright, which one is this one? Alrighty. Let's see here, what do we got? What's going on? 3, okay. Alrighty. I'm going to stack these, and I'm going to lay them out, and then I think I'm going to probably keep going. I don't know. Yo, what are you making? I'll be honest. Give me 1 second, and I'll show you. I'm just waiting for this stack operation to complete. If it's actually going to complete. And it did. Beautiful. Okay. Let me flip these real quick. So it's this guy that needs to flip. Alright, that's good. That one didn't really... Let's make sure none of these are stacking. What I'm doing right now, I'll be honest, is I am UV unwrapping. So, let's do this show. So we are working on the ship. It is currently working on finishing off the cockpit and getting that all taken care of. Is there any room on any of these other tiles for that? Yes, there is. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. How are you doing? Anytime a 3D software lags like that, it's time to save. Okay. Well, save. Chilling just finished the Reanimal game. What is that? Reanimal. Creatures of Little Nightmares. Huh. Oh, you know what? I saw something about that today. How was it? Was it good? A lot of UDIMs I see. What's the texture resolution for each tile? Each tile should be... they'll probably final output's going to be about 4K, but for texturing it'll be about 1K to 2K. But yes, lots of UDIM tiles. That's the way I like it. Okay. Let's see what else we got going on here. Alright, so that was those. Let's grab every single little bolt that I can get my hands on. Game was good. Ending was a little ambiguous. Really? Huh. I haven't looked much into that one. I'll have to see if it's something that might interest me. Alright, that should be all of those bolts? Yes, it is. Thank God. It's these final moments that make it worth it. Oh shit. Okay, that one selects them all. So 1K for each. While I'm texturing, it'll be 4K when I'm rendering. That'll be totally dependent on what my GPU wants to actually let me do. Which Shouldn't be a problem this time, now that I have a new one. All right. And let's just do the fun part, which is everything. Yeah, currently in Rhizome, they're all set to 2K, so technically I'm working in 2K, but it doesn't really matter for Rhizome all that much. Is that everything? All right. The tiles according to each part of the ship. Yep. So currently... Oh, wait. Hold on. So currently... This bottom section down here is the cockpit. We got the center, left wing, right wing. So everything's split up about that much right now. I was going to go a little bit more in depth with it, but I decided I didn't really want to go that far into it, so... But what it is right now works. But yeah, everything kind of coincides with like what place it exists on the model. Which there's something really satisfying about setting it up that way, so... Do I really want to do that? Or should I just leave them stacked? I'm just going to leave them stacked. It's not worth it. The only issue... Ah, shit. That's a problem. Maybe not. Oh, I imagine the cockpit is the thing that's taking up a lot of tiles. Yeah, I mean, kind of. It's really the biggest issue is the large panels across the entire... Like, the wings honestly take up the most, but the cockpit will take up a good chunk of stuff. But the nice thing is everything in the cockpit's pretty small, so it doesn't take up as much as you would expect. It's mainly these large panels, so... A whole lot of stuff in there. But yeah, as far as, like, textile density goes, the cockpit's getting the most of it. Oh, don't do that to me. This should be a pretty simple part. Alright. I'm going to finish up these buckles, and then I think that's going to be it for stream tonight. I'm going to continue working on this because I'm finishing this tonight, but I need to get some food. Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. No, go away. Oh my god, go away. There we go. Alright. Let's stack everything. Beautiful. I think it was this one. Is it that one? No. Yeah. Oh, man. There we go. Cool. Sometimes it's a little nitpicky on like how it wants to do the selection. All right. All right. All right, everybody. That is going to be it for the stream tonight. We're going to get some food and continue hacking away at this thing. But thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Instagram, you guys are the first to go because there's nothing else to do on Instagram. We can't raid out. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I will see you all live next week on Tuesday. As long as this cold actually goes away. Because, like, for me, it's been getting better. And it tanks over the weekend, and it gets worse. So we'll see if that actually works this time. But Instagram, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate it, as always. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. YouTube, same for you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out, as always. I appreciate it tremendously. I will see you guys all live on Tuesday. You have a wonderful and safe weekend. And I'll see you soon. And at Twitch, we'll go raid. Let's find somebody to raid.